Stretching 600 miles from Lake Tahoe to the Oregon border, North California promised the highs and lows of both elevation and emotion. From the shimmering rivers, the towering Cascade Mountains, iconic resupply towns, and the ever-tenacious Mosquitoes, this section offered it all.
So, as usual, doing a little side quest. I'm currently on Lake Tahoe. Been swimming here for a few days, camped in the woods in a random spot, had lots of food. My bear canister, so it's just been a little nice small vacation from trail. It's July 4th, so gonna see some fireworks tonight in South Lake Tahoe, and then heading back on trail tomorrow. It's been, it's been a week since I have been on trail, so feeling a little bit rusty on hiking and all that fun jazz, but yeah, excited to go back on trail as well and see new people and hike and move my body and yeah.
It's a breathtaking transition from the low Sierras into the Cascade Mountain Range, which the PCT traces right up to the Canadian border. What struck me the most? The breathtaking views of the chains of the stunning yet dormant volcanoes, Mount Lassen and Mount Shasta. These mountains were unparalleled in its beauty. Reaching the midpoint of the PCT near Chester was an exciting milestone, but like any great journey, the PCT never stopped challenging me. When I thought I was leaving the snowy Sierra behind, the persistent July snow surprised me. Heat waves, mosquitoes in full force, and navigating snow-covered terrain tested my perseverance. The scars of the Dixie fires and relentless trail conditions only added to the challenge. Despite these, the allure of Burney Falls, the crag's wilderness whispers, and Lassen's volcanic history kept me entranced.
It's been about 2 hours of continuous walking on dry trail, and I can't believe how much is impacting my well-being right now. I feel so much better. I'm walking fast, I'm singing out loud, I'm just like so joyful. I have not been in a great space the last week, leaving the Sierras and flipping north to South Lake. I knew there'd be snow still, but yeah, I just wasn't in the right headspace to be walking in snow all day long continuously, and yeah, it's been hard. There's been a lot more snow than I expected, and still trying to route find, still walking on snow and not knowing what the trail is, and looking at the map and realizing the trail's in the complete opposite direction, or just a lot of high energy hiking in the last week or so from South Lake to Sierra City. But I love dirt, and I'm so happy, and it's so great to see this turnaround. I was getting a little bit worried for my well-being. Thought about quitting this week. That's the first time that I've considered or even had that thought cross my mind, but I just wasn't having fun. And yeah, thought about that, but I'm so happy right now, so.
After celebrating the 4th of July in Lake Tahoe, and having spent half of June in the snowy Sierra, I was eager to see tangible progress on my thru hike. But the Northern California section was no walk in the park.
So, mosquito season has arrived, and I am not holding up well. They are swarming, they are itching, they're biting through my clothes. Just stopped literally for 5 minutes to get some water from the creek, and I just sitting on a rock, filtered my water into my water bottle, and they were just everywhere on my shirt, my shoulder, my back, my legs. This is hard. Sunday, July 10th. It is around 6 o'clock in the morning, and I'm already having to wear all my layers and protect myself because the mosquitoes are here. They're waiting for me to get out of the tent. Yay, fun! Good morning. It is 6:30 in the morning, Sunday, July 16th. I've made it to the top. Yeah, just feeling really tired, which yesterday wasn't necessarily a hard terrain day, but I think it's the heat that's really starting to tire me out. I think we're getting up to like 36, 37, maybe 38 degrees Celsius. I don't know. I'm not necessarily reaching the targets that I want every day, and I'm feeling a little bit frustrated by that. I do want to make it to Canada if I can, and so I know that that means I do need to up my mileage game. The Sierras slowed me down a lot, but it was very rewarding. I have bugs flying all over, so if I'm like shaking my head. Yeah, mosquitoes are real. They are driving me a bit mad. I have to wear this like head net that goes over my head to protect my face, and then I wear rain pants and a puffy to protect my body. And that's pretty annoying because it's hard to breathe wearing that head net. And the mosquitoes are just around like all the time. They're here first thing in the morning, in the afternoon, in the evening when you're trying to have dinner, you're eating in your tent. They're there at nighttime. Like, these things just don't sleep. There's no rest for them. No rest for the wicked. And I think their number one goal in life is to drive us crazy, and they're definitely doing a very good job. So feeling, I don't like you mosquitoes. I really don't like you. It's very buggy. Good morning. It is Thursday, August 3rd, 6 o'clock in the morning. Been hiking for about half an hour, and I'm feeling tired because, well, it's just hard to wake up early. Wondering if you can relate. So today I'm going to try to do a 30-mile day. It's going to take me all day. I'll probably have to night hike, but yeah, I'm needing to do this for my morale and confidence, because it feels that everyone out here right now in North California who have just come out of completing the Sierras, so they're all total badasses, they're all doing 30-mile days back to back, averaging crazy high miles, and I can't keep up, literally. I'm not able to do those kind of miles. I'm tired. I want to take breaks. I also want to just enjoy and not feel like I'm having to rush all day, which is kind of what you have to do. But yeah, it has not been easy for me in kind of the last few weeks because of that. I meet some really cool people, and I'm like, oh yay, I get to hike with them and hang out with them and camp with them, and they're gone. I never see them again because they're doing 10 more miles than I am. I'm really missing the social aspect. I'm really missing the tramways that I had in the desert section, and I haven't been able to get that back. And it's because I feel that I'm not good enough. It's a beautiful view of Castle Crags, and all I can do is cry. So I don't want to go uphill anymore. I'm tired. I'm slow. After multiple mental breakdowns, crying, a little bit of hyperventilating, and just panic and I don't know what else, dread, exhaustion for the last 10 miles, so I don't know, 5 hours, 4 hours of walking uphill on a ridge in the sun with lots of water and thinking it was never going to end. It has ended, and now I get to go cruise all the way downhill, and most likely that's going to have to go all the way back up at some point, but yay, made it to the top, woo!
The devastation of the Dixie Fire and poor trail conditions provided little shelter amidst the heat. navigating around 280 fallen trees in just 4 days. The dust and ashes from old fires made it near impossible to stay clean, no matter how many streams or wet wipes I used. But even though I was often swarmed by mosquitoes, or found myself sweaty and sticky from the heat, every time I looked up, the magnificence of Mount Shasta or the beauty of Burney Falls reminded me of why I was on this journey.
Not too far from Chester now. I'm gonna stop in Old Station for resupply. The last few days have been pretty hard. Walking through burned areas, you can see all the trees here. It's pretty sad. Lots of forest fires have happened in this area the last few years, and yeah, walking through and seeing its impact is, yeah, pretty tough. It's so hot. I would literally take anything cold right now. A cold beer, cold soda, cold water, ice cream, a cold stream, a cold pool. Oh my gosh, this is hard. And the water, like, I fill up at a water source that's relatively cold and I hike for half an hour and that water is boiling hot and it's so hard to drink. It's just not thirst quenching at all, but I need to drink because I know I'll get dehydrated because I'm sweating a lot. So I need to get that hydration back into the body. So please, SOS, send something cold.
Unlike the remote Sierra, resupplying in Northern California was a breeze. Most trail towns were just a short hitch away. The resupply points in NorCal were plentiful and provided relief from extreme heat, all the dust and dirt and swarming mosquitoes. While each town had its charm, the Trail Angel community in Burney was particularly heartwarming.
I left Burney yesterday, and what a lovely, lovely stay that was. Just so many unexpected surprises. It was a bit of a interesting time because the days, weeks actually, leading up to arriving in Burney for resupply, there was an E. coli breakout, which meant that all of the restaurants were closed. Obviously couldn't drink the tap water. You could stay in the motel and drink bottled water, but typically, at least my favorite part about town day is the restaurants and eating out and all the delicious food. So it was a bit disappointing knowing that we were going to arrive in Burney and just had to resupply and, you know, maybe eat some grocery food in a motel. Nothing very exciting, but turns out when I was hitching into Burney, a lovely trail angel, so I was hitching one way, and there's another car coming the opposite way and honked, and then kind of turned around and stopped, and they're like, "Do you want to ride?" I was like, "You're not even going in the right direction, but like you've turned around, that's so nice." So got a ride from this lovely trail angel, Need for Feed, Chris from Burney, and in her pickup truck she had snacks, she had a cooler full of soda, so I had a cherry Pepsi. Oh, just like so amazing, so unexpected, absolutely lovely. And get in the car and she lets me know that the E. coli breakout is finished, so the restaurants are slowly opening, so it was about lunchtime and I could then go to a restaurant for lunch and have a burger and fries, and it was amazing. And what I did know about Burney is that you can stay in the church for free. And what's really cool about this church is that there's an entire building that used to be an old schoolroom, a schoolhouse that is vacant, and it's dedicated to PCT hikers during the hiking season. So we had this huge building to ourselves, this massive gymnasium. There was even a basketball court, so I was playing basketball, which I absolutely love and haven't played in a long time, so that was great. You could sleep on the floor. There were classrooms upstairs if you wanted a bit more privacy. There was a shared kitchen. There were tons of hikers, which has been lovely because I find these last kind of month or so, the Sierras obviously were very quiet, didn't see many hikers, and even getting out of the Sierras, I haven't been seeing that many hikers, and that's really kind of a big piece for me. I get a lot of my energy and motivation seeing other people out here, and I just haven't been seeing that. But yeah, lots of hikers staying in the church, so that was lovely. experience out here on trail, in towns, Facebook, social media is just astounding and just feels so grounding and beautiful to have all that support. So I'm feeling very grounded, feeling loved, feeling taken care of.
As the summer days heated up, going minimalist with my gear provided beneficial. But a word to the wise, never forget your mosquito head net in these parts of the trail. It wasn't just the terrain that tested me. The rhythm of the trail had shifted. Where once there were prolonged breaks and shared laughs, now there was a hurried undertone as many raced against time. The NorCal Blues, familiar to many, saw me grappling with loneliness, self-doubt, and the temptation to quit. The seemingly endless trails and the challenge of keeping up with fellow hikers took a toll on my spirit. But in those moments of doubt, the serene landscapes and my passion for the trail kept me going. Northern California on the PCT is a lesson in contrasts. From its varied terrains to the emotional roller coaster it offers, it challenged me, surprised me, and ultimately enriched me. As I inched closer to the Oregon border, I carry forward not just miles under my belt, but a treasure chest of memories and lessons.